highlights of the 10th round here in Birmingham. Ricky, we couldn't have asked for better weather.
No, it was perfect. I wanted to be out in the stands watching some Supercross. It was cool. It's a good crowd tonight.
How about Aaron Plessinger? He was the whole shot king tonight. He got 2 of the 3. He didn't convert them into victories, but that's okay. His starts were just magical, and this was the mistake that Cooper Webb will relive several times in between now and Seattle and have to push it aside. He said you can't put yourself in that position in a Triple Crown first race.
I mean, how about a shout out to Ken Roczen riding with a separated shoulder. Incredible grit and determination. With the 4, Sexton gets in there, gives Anderson the business.
And then this is where Malcolm Stewart really started to make big inroads into his 3 races, all of them in the top 3. Then the teammates went at it. Sexton got Anderson in this turn, tried that on Plessinger, and it worked.
Yeah, that was a great move. Actually, Sexton slowed down a little bit, anticipating that AP would come back underneath him. So that was some great riding and defense move by the 4.
So fast qualifier into race 1 winner. And you got that feeling by looking at how Sexton was riding that it was going to be one of those kind of nights. Okay, race 2, same result at the whole shot line. Aaron Plessinger out in front.
Dude, his starts were fire tonight. And, I mean, even Chase Sexton as well. Malcolm Stewart was getting great rides as well. We talked about it a lot, but that was a good pass and a nice save. He gets cross-rutted coming out of that corner in those deep ruts.
By the way, on the opening lap, here's Anderson in the mix here. Anderson got on the inside pretty hard of Sexton, but Sexton got away with it. Unfortunately, Jason didn't get away with that as Webb took his front end out.
He had a really rough night. And, I hate that for El Hombre, just not being able to really show what he's capable of doing.
Yet another great move there, and yet another win. Same result, race 1, race 2. Chase Sexton's looking around, where is everybody? This is the gravity of the situation that Malcolm Stewart was dealing with and struggling with. I mean, you just heard Nate Ramsey say he was a soldier, he was a warrior. Look at him.
My mind is blown at how well he was. I mean, it seemed like he got better and better, it seemed like each race.
Yeah. All right, so AP didn't get the whole shot sweep. His teammate stole the last one from him. Sexton got the best start, but that wasn't the story in the 3rd and final race.
Oh, look at that. Jason Anderson. Looks like he starts going to the right. Maybe he was anticipating Malcolm to keep closing him out, and he comes up short and then hits the top block, takes it down. Not his night whatsoever.
A little bobble here for Sexton, and that was all Cooper Webb needed to have that inside line, and Sexton wasn't going to challenge that. He wasn't going to fight. He knew he was in a prioritized position.
And he didn't have to, because he still had the overall. And you go back to Arlington and what that looked like, it would have been a different result, and way to make the adjustment from the 4.
Again, I think that was Malcolm Stewart's favorite corner.
Yeah.
After he was tripling that rhythm section.
He made a lot of key passes in that 90-degree right-hander, just slipping up the inside and taking the outside line away from his competitors in front of him.
And so Cooper Webb had the last laugh. He got the last victory, but it was damage done in that first race that put him in a bit of a hole. So despite winning, the overall, the big honors went to this man here. Chase Sexton, 3rd win of the year, and these 2 here, it is game on. Sexton v. Webb for this 2025 450 title. A 1-1-2 gets Sexton the win. Look at Malcolm Stewart, riding injured, a 3-2-3 result. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and again, you talk about it being injured and banged up. That was a hard fall. I'm surprised he lined up to race. Him, as well as we talked about Ken Roczen, just way to fight through that pain and stay strong and come out with a great result.
And again, the training partners, Sexton, Stewart, Plessinger,
yep,
they dominated the night, and all being on the podium, that'll give him some fun things to talk about.
Oh yeah,
next week.
It'll be a fun day at the fun week of practicing at the Baker factory.
This is why Ricky said earlier tonight it is game on, because a 15-point advantage has now been trimmed to 8.
And as
Webb and Sexton.
And as you're exactly right, Lee. And as we get to these open air stadiums, they're going to have to hope that Mother Nature's on their side. And if it is, I mean, it really puts these riders in a position where they have to do all of the things right, because if they don't, you just don't have the races to make up from that loss of points and mistakes.